Clarkstown last night, and I think the Clarksville Generals were just got off a game last night against Christian Academy. So short turnaround. Both teams got a 3-game week this week. Eastern's got tonight. They had last night. They've got tonight, and then they turn around and play Lanesville on Saturday. So a busy week. No, for my own girls, they're tired, and all the delays and everything. It's been kind of a strange week. It should be a good night of high school basketball. Not a whole lot of games in the area on a Wednesday night. I know a lot of schools are making up various games from cancellations in the past couple weeks and then moving around. And kudos to all the ADs out there that are trying to make all that stuff work. I know how difficult it is because the dominoes got to fall, and you got to get the officials and get workers and get everything to work just right. Tonight we had a wrestling match just across the hall. That's not normal, but it was good tonight just to be able to get and see them. So again, Lady Musketeers coming in tonight at 9-8, and Clarksville coming in at 5-9. Just some stats about the game. Amanda Carmichael's in her 5th year at Clarksville. Their staggering rating right now is at 49.87. And then the staggering rating for the Eastern Musketeers is 176. Taylor Drury in her 3rd year. They have played several of the same teams this year. We do play a lot of the same area. Although Clarksville is no longer in the Mid-Southern Conference, it seems like we do play quite a few of the same teams. Eastern's had a little bit more success. They've gone 3 against those common opponents. I think John Harrell's got the prediction that Eastern a big favorite tonight. And I have to say that I know the Eastern Musketeers are going to be hungry for a win, coming off 2 tough losses. Playing a Corden team last week that was just really, really good, and really just lost a nail-biter last night. Charlestown really played 3 quarters of really good basketball, and then really just kind of let it slip away in the 4th. It was a tough one. I'm sure it left a sour taste in their mouth. So I know that our girls are going to be hungry and going to be ready to come in and take care of business. Meanwhile, for the Generals coming off a loss last night at Christian Academy. Really a couple wins. They beat Paoli in December right before the break, and then beat Rising Sun. I got beat last night. So again, I'm sure that they're going to be ready to keep their winning ways going. A little bit of stats for both teams before we get started tonight. For the Clarksville Generals, they play a lot of girls. It looks like they've got probably 7 or 8, 9 girls that are all going to play quite a few minutes. Leading scorer is led by Tierra Lewis, coming in at 11.8 points per game. And just looking at stats, averaging almost 4 steals a game, which is just a really nice number. Somebody can be that active in the lane. Clearly their go-to post player, averaging Kendra White and Gianna Shirley. White averaging 5.6 a game, and Shirley averaging 4.2 a game. Each of them averaging 3 or 4 rebounds apiece. Kind of the leading scorers for that team. Then you also have Glover coming in. Really just a couple seniors on this general team, and Anna Horvath, and Julie Barisi really got a lot of freshmen and sophomores. So I know that Coach Carmichael is probably excited about the future here with playing, having a lot of young girls, being able to get some experience in these seasons, and then hopefully that'll pay off down the road. Meanwhile, the Musketeers definitely got a little bit more experience, which we can't say that about many nights where we have more experience than the teams we're playing. With just having one senior, really a whole roster of sophomores and juniors, still having quite a bit more experience than this lady general team. I have to say it's going to be a matter of pace tonight. I'm sure that Eastern's only averaging about 47 a game, but they'd like to be there in the 60s, and play at that pace where they're scoring 15, 20 points a quarter, so they can get into that 60, 70 range. Unfortunately for the Musketeers, we've had a few games where we just let teams get out of hand, and we're giving up about 46 a game. So I think it's going to be key. I think Harrell had us winning by quite a large margin. I have to imagine that Coach Drury's saying we need to keep the Generals, they're at 30 points or under. Keep them, 30, 35 points. Then we need to put up 50 or 60 and be ready to go and play with tempo. I'm sure that Coach Drury's going to have her press ready to go. And we'll kind of see how the Generals handle the press. In the past few years, that's been kind of the biggest struggle for the Generals was can they handle that press, can they handle that pressure, and see what they can do with that. Definitely got quite a few guards there for this general team, probably more guards than post players. And so I'm sure that they're going to be ready. I know that they've got a couple decent shooters, the Lewis girl and the Parisi girl. then we're going to be able to knock it down a little bit against the Eastern Zone. But we'll see how the kind of trapping defense works for the Musketeers. So again, should be a good night of basketball. Hopefully the Musketeers can get back in the win column and get ready going down to the tournament. Looking down the road, Eastern's got really a tough part of their schedule coming up. Going just this Saturday, they're going to be playing Lanesville. Lanesville's one of the top teams in 2A, also a sectional opponent. And then we get to go back and play Scottsburg. Hopefully a little bit of revenge there. Really felt like we kind of gave one away against Scottsburg in that tournament over Christmas break. A team that I think we can can play with and really compare nicely. And then finishing with Silver Creek and Paoli. It's just absolutely crazy to think that there's only 2 weeks left in this season. I know it seems like basketball season's a long one, but it seems really short. It's crazy. It's almost over. I think the sectional draw is going to be just the Sunday after next, and we'll see how these kind of shake out looking to the sectional. So again, a lot going on tonight. I think it's also IHSA were recognizing officials, so we were able to recognize the officiating crew tonight. And again, our hats off. I know that every fan and even myself, we're going to be hard on officials and be hard on this call. Or we didn't like this or didn't like that. But we have to say that these events don't happen without them. They don't happen without them. And I've kind of fallen in love with officiating myself. And really, I think they do go underappreciated. So it's really nice for the IHSA and Sean Smith there to recognize all 5 officials, the 2 JV guys, and the varsity guys tonight. Both teams kind of came out half court, and they presented them with a gift bag. I had no idea what they got them. But just to say thank you for what you do and your contribution to student athletics. Again, that doesn't go unnoticed. So we're going to cut to a couple commercial breaks. We're going to be back with the starting lineups for tonight's contest. Again, it's Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM.
School football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
If you're looking for a church in the area, try Turning Point Church at 899 West McLean Avenue in Scottsburg. Come see Pastor John Jackson and the congregation at Turning Point, a place of second chances and new beginnings. Regular services are on Sundays at 10 a.m., Tuesday prayer time at 7 p.m., and Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Check them out on Facebook, YouTube, or online at turningpointchurchscottsburg.com for upcoming events, class times, and more. You can also catch Pastor John on WSLM 97.9 FM and WSLM 1220 AM each Sunday morning at 8:15 a.m. Also, Turning Point will be having a food giveaway for the community on January 6th and 20th from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. or until the food runs out.
We're here at McDonald's Gymnasium for tonight's game. It's time to introduce the starting lineup, and the crowd is on their feet, and they're going wild. And here comes the new players. We've got the premium quarter pounders coming in tonight, alongside the chicken classic sandwiches. Playing forward tonight, we have got one-of-a-kind Big Wrap. Starting in hunger, it looks like we've got McDouble and McChicken coming in. And starting in the center court tonight will be Big Mac. Look on the sidelines, folks. We have Chicken McNuggets cheering tonight, alongside those golden delicious fries. Hot and always ready. You score points every time you bring the family into Salem McDonald's, right here on Main Street, before or after the game. Don't forget to top off your favorite meal with a cold soft drink, that famous Mickey D sweet tea, or something from their full line of smoothies and McCafe coffee drinks. Order inside from 4 a.m. to 11, or get that one-of-a-kind taste 24 hours at the drive-thru. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Congress is poised to pass a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. 82 million Americans risk losing the news, sports, talk, traffic, and vital emergency information they rely on. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress to pass this bill now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. Lady Musketeer basketball going through starting lineups. Clarksville Generals are going to start number 10. That's going to be Julia Parisi. Number 11, Kiara Lewis, her leading scorer. Number 12, Aaliyah Watts. And then number 14, Micaiah Nash. And then number 42, Kendra White. Again, other than Parisi, just a lot of youth, a lot of freshmen, sophomores. Again, just a very young team. So we'll kind of see how they adapt to the pressure and how they get used to this. These girls haven't played a ton of high school basketball, and so they're going up against a lot of just girls who played more. We've got quite a few juniors on our team. You just kind of see how the pressure gets to them and how they can handle it. Meanwhile, for Musketeers, got Sydney Burton starting last night. I think they went with a little different lineup, but she's going to start. Got Addie Smith starting. Then it's going to be Bracy Jackson, Katie Honor, and Avery Smith. Some statistics for the Lady Musketeers. Sydney Burton coming in averaging 8.2 and about 7 rebounds a game. Addie Smith averaging about 13 a game, bringing in 3 rebounds a game, almost averaging 4 steals a game, and 4 assists a game. So it's a really nice stat line for her. Avery Smith averaging 7 and 9, almost a double-double. And then Bailey Robbins coming in, averaging about 6 points a game. So really balanced attack for the Lady Musketeers. We'll see, can they start to refine this offense? Can they put pressure on this team, this Clarksville General team? I'd definitely like to see them start to just make sure we're taking great shots every time. Don't settle for silly shots. Don't settle for off-balance shots. Don't drive away from the basket. Just keep attacking the rim and making sure that every shot is a quality shot. That possession, we're getting the most out of it. Again, like I said, with just a couple weeks left in the season, you really want to start playing our best basketball. Tips up. It's going to get to Addie Smith. Addie's going to pull up right there for 10 feet. No good. She gets her own rebound. She's going to put it back up. No good. Rebound out to White. White gets it up. There's going to be Parisi. Stolen by Addie Smith. Addie Smith's going to go all the way to the rim for 2. Again, just kind of a lazy pass. Eastern in a diamond press. Ball over. That's going to be to Lewis. Lewis gets it up to Parisi. Able to break the press that time. Parisi getting trapped. Nowhere to go, really. And they're going to get Parisi there for a travel. So, yeah, they're going to get Parisi there for a travel. She got trapped there by Honor and Addie Smith and just absolutely nowhere to go. None of the Generals came to the ball. Clarksville playing a 2-3 zone. Eastern brings it up. Hits the ball into Burton in the middle. Gets it back out to Addie Smith. Addie's going to drive. Gets it out to Honor. Honor for 3. And that's going to be good. Again, that's exactly what we're looking for. We've got to be able to get that driving kick and just take wide open shots. Clarksville able to break the press. That's going to be saved inbounds right back to Sydney Burton. Burton's going to go the length. He's going to kick it out to Avery Smith. Avery's going to drive in. No good. They're going to get a foul there. Avery Smith's going to go to the line. It was a pretty late call there. But he looks like they're going to get White there for her first personal. Avery Smith's going to go to the line for 2. And this is one of those areas where Eastern can definitely can get some points. 21 Raggard's going to check in for the Generals for Parisi. It looked like she kind of stumbled out of bounds. It kind of came down funny. Hopefully she's okay. Avery Smith's second free throw is no good. It's going to be rebounded. He's going to be rebounded by 42 White. She's going to go the other way. Got the ball down there to Raggard. Kind of took an off-balance shot, but they're going to get somebody for a foul. Looks like they're going to get Sydney Burton for that first foul. At first, it kind of looked like she was kind of passing, but it does go in the direction of the goal. So Raggard's first free throw up is good. Eastern has a 6-1 advantage. 6:44 to play here in this first quarter. Raggard's second free throw up. It is good. Raggard able to cash in from the line. There on the other end, Eastern's able to push some tempo, gets the ball into Burton. Burton's going to get fouled. That's going to be a foul there on White. It's going to be her second. So granted that they're really starting center. She's got 2 fouls here, a minute and a half into the game. Burton's going to go line and shoot 2. First one up is good. That's 55. That's Jayana Shirley's going to check into the game. White picking up her second quick foul. Eastern takes a 7-2 lead. Burton's second free throw up. It is also good. Eastern in their diamond press. Nash able to kind of get right through the press. Gets it out to Lewis. Lewis, lazy pass. Addie Smith's going to steal it again. They got their second steal of the game. They're going to get Addie Smith for an offensive foul. I just don't know about that one. Looks like Nash was there in a pretty good position, but definitely didn't feel like she was in set and ready to go. Eastern gets the ball into Nash. Nash getting trapped, gets it up on a sideline to Raggard. Raggard breaks through, gets it into Shirley. Shirley in the middle. She's going to try to go through the wall right there with Jackson and Burton. Throws it away. That's going to come out to Avery Smith. Avery, she's going to throw it away. That's Nash going the other. That's not Nash. I'm sorry. It's going to be Lewis going the other way. She's going to put it up. No good. Rebound Sydney Burton. Gets it over to Avery Smith. Sees Addie Smith full length. Great pass there by Avery Smith. Good outlet there by Sydney Burton. And Avery just finds the easy layup. Meanwhile, Clarksville gets it into Nash. Nash there to Raggard. Raggard fires for 3. No good. Burton's about to come down on the rebound. Somebody came in there flying, just hit her right from behind. They're going to call that on Raggard, number 21. That just kind of comes. She's just going for an offensive rebound and really just hits Burton right in the back. Pretty good lick that she takes right there. All Eastern so far this first quarter, 10-2, 5.5 minutes to play. Addie Smith brings the ball up against this 2-3 zone. Gets it over on the wing to Avery. Avery out to Bailey Trainer, who just checked in. Gets it over to Robbins, who also checked in, and inside to Burton. Burton lost it. Gets it back out to Robbins. Back over to Trainer. Addie Smith's going to make a drive. Trainer thought about a 3, didn't. Robbins gets it into Burton. Nice pass there. Nice pass there to Avery Smith. Burton just had a great pass there to Avery Smith, and she missed the first one, but she's able to get her second one. Now Clarksville tries to throw the ball ahead, and Robbins is going to chase it down. Just throws it right over my teammate's head. Robbins going to get it up to Addie Smith. Addie, no good. Offensive rebound there by Burton. Burton kicks it out to Addie Smith. Gets around the horn to Trainer. Trainer drives. Gets it into Burton. And getting trapped there in the middle of the court. Avery Smith's going to get it over to Bailey. Robbins going to get it to Trainer. Trainer for a corner 3. And that's good. Yeah, that's one of those things we've got to get those guards knocking those shots down. Eastern takes a 15-2 lead at 4:23 to play. We're going to be back right after commercial break.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance, but not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese ball size hail insurance. Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County Farm Bureau agent, Jason Petmeyer, today at 812-620-8923.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. Again, Eastern with a 15-2 lead, 4:23 in this first quarter. It's been all Eastern. They've been able to get about whatever we want. And for me, the biggest positive is just taking good shots. We've had a couple ones where I think we forced a little bit inside. but really had a couple driving kicks, got a couple open threes, had a nice little 10-foot shot there. Really everything that we were looking for is just making sure that every possession is a quality possession. I think I just got us down for 2 turnovers, which, again, that's been kind of plagued us a little bit over the course of the past month. So, again, keep that turnover and keep that down in that 10-15 range or as few as possible, obviously. Each are going to call off the full court press, going to kind of a half-court 2-2-1. Clarksville able to get it across, gets it into Shirley. Shirley looks up, trying to get it to Parisi, and just couldn't handle it, throws it over the top. Eastern going to go the other way with it. Addie Smith brings the ball up. Clarksville staying in the 2-3 zone. Addie Smith drives on the sideline, gets it to Bronner. Bronner, nice pass there to Avery Smith. Avery can't finish. Nice pass there by Emma Bronner. Gets the ball kind of in that short corner. Sees Avery cutting down the lane. Clarksville gets the ball into Shirley. She's going to turn around from the free throw line. She's going to put one down. Good look there by Shirley. Turn around. Nobody was guarding her. She said, I'm going to go ahead and fire it. Eastern out to Robbins. Robbins gets it into Avery Smith, high post. Avery gets it out to Trainer. Robbins is going to fire for 3. She's going to knock it down. Again, Clarksville really not really guarding those wings very heavy. Addie Smith with deflection. It's going to be a steal there by Trainer. Ends up in the hands back to Addie Smith. She's going to get an easy layup. Addie kind of started and finished that play. Eastern back to their kind of full court press. That's going to be Nash over to Lewis. Lewis looks up, gets it to Parisi. Parisi gets it to Shirley. Shirley, again, she's going to fire from that same about spot right there in front of the free throw line. No good. It's going to be rebound Robbins. Robbins looking to push tempo. He's going to bring it up. She finds Emma Bronner inside. A lot of contact there. Ball kind of pinballed around. Comes back in Eastern's ball. Back out to Addie Smith. She's going to fire for 3. No good. Avery Smith is right there. She's going to try to put it back, and no good. Avery had a wide open look. That's going to be Lewis. She's going to be driving. She gets it to Watts. Watts getting trapped there. Nowhere to go, and Avery Smith's going to create a jump ball. That is going to be Clarksville ball. Honor and Jackson are going to check in for the Musketeers. I think there was an ounce of confusion. Clarksville thought it was going to be Eastern's ball. Eastern thought it was going to be Clarksville's ball. So it is Clarksville basketball after the jump ball. Eastern in there, 1-2-2. Gets it up to Lewis. Lewis looks in the middle. Gets over to Parisi. Parisi thought about a 3. Gets it back to Lewis. Lewis is going to fire for top of the key. No good. Looks like an error ball. I don't think anybody touched it there. It's going to be Eastern basketball. Eastern with a commanding 20-4 lead with 2:15 to play here in this first quarter. Robbins to bring it up. Like Clarksville is switching to man right now. Just try to extend some pressure here. Honor gets it into high post to Jackson. Jackson gets it to Robbins off that little handoff. Robbins loses it. It's going to end up in the hands of Watts. Watts gets it over to Lewis. Lewis gets trapped there on the wing. Nowhere to go. Tries to get into Shirley. Shirley gets it. Nice pass there by Shirley. She's going to get it to Watts. Watts kind of cut down the other side of the lane. And Watts makes a tough play, and she's going to get a chance at an and 1. That foul's going to be there on Bracy Jackson, just her first. A nice recognition there by Shirley. Catching the ball in the high post. Realizes it looked opposite. Watts makes a nice cut. She's able to have a chance at the three-point play. Watts' free throw's no good. Good hustle there by Clarksville. Almost had an offensive rebound there. Eastern able to get it. Clarksville going to extend some full court pressure here, just in man, full court. It looks like gets it into Robbins. Robbins just going to take her one-on-one against Lewis. Ball ended up out of bounds. Looks like Lewis must have tapped it away. I didn't have a great look at it. Robbins trying to being guarded by Lewis. Lewis probably their best defender. Really, trying to give Robbins all that she wanted. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. Eastern inbound. Robbins inbound, gets it into Bronner. Bronner gets it up to Honor. Katie looking to get it back to Bronner. Bronner gets the ball in the post. Gets knocked down. But they're going to say it's out of bounds. Ball out of bounds. Looks like a lot of contact there by number 14, by Nash, but they didn't call anything. Ball out of bounds with Clarksville basketball. It's this press. Lewis gets the ball in the middle, and she gets absolutely. That's going to get to Prissy. She's going to get hammered there by Bracy Jackson. Had Jackson and Trainer both coming in for the steal, and they both just ran right into her. Get her pretty good. Clarksville gets the ball in. Lewis there to Nash. Nash gets it up to Prissy. Prissy's going to drive baseline, nowhere to go. That's going to be Nash for three, no good. Bracy Jackson gets a piece of that rebound. Alex there to Trainer. Trainer gets it to Robbins. Robbins sees Honor in the corner. Honor's going to fire for three, no good. Rebound Clarksville. That's going to be Lewis. I think she got away with the travel there, but no call. Lewis gets it up to Prissy. Prissy gets it back out to Nash. Nash is going to drive. Oh, I think there's going to get a travel right there. Right call there. I think everybody was looking for a foul there, but Nash definitely just took that extra step. Right call there by the official. Eastern inbounds to Robbins. She's being guarded full court there by Lewis. Lewis able to again get a piece of the ball. This is one of those things where Robbins has just got to quit playing around. Just go by her. I think Robbins is a quicker player. You just got to go. Avery Smith's going to bring it up. She's being guarded there by Raggard. Honor hands off to Robbins. Miscommunication there, and Robbins is going out of bounds, tries to save it back. Goes it right into Clarksville's Lewis, and Lewis falls out of bounds. So it does end up being back to Eastern basketball. Kind of an ugly play. Just a little miscommunication there by Robbins and Honor. No harm done. Avery Smith going to make a drive. Honor on the drive. Hands off to Robbins. Robbins going to drive. Thought she had Bronner. Those are kind of right at her feet. Those are right to Prissy there for Clarksville. Lewis brings it up, gets it to Nash, gets it on the inside. There to number 12, that's Watts. Watts fires just inside, no good. Rebound Avery Smith. Ball gets it up to Honor. Honor's going to look for three, and that's good. Did not see what the call was. Officials moved their. Oh, they got a shoe. Okay. Officials off the play, which isn't common. I must say that Eastern had a player. He didn't have their shoes tied. Eastern staying in the press, up 23-6. 6 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Lewis is going to get down the sideline. She's going to try to make a desperation heave. She's going to fire from about 15 feet. No good. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Eastern All-Lady Musketeers 23-6 over the Clarksville Generals. We're going to cut the commercial break. We'll be right back to the second half of this game, or the second quarter of this game.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Battleview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward Rehabilitation Program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Battleview and Salem Crossing, two great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
And we're back. Again, Lady Musketeer basketball coming from Eastern High School. Again, all Lady Musketeers in this first quarter. Clarksville just not able to handle the pressure. I think Addie Smith had 3 or 4 steals just in this first quarter. And Clarksville just not able to get an open shot. They had a couple good looks, good ball movements. But really, just every shot down there is a tough one. Eastern's trapping in the half court is just way too much for them to handle. And they got a 17-point lead. So, been all Lady Musketeer basketball so far. Eastern's going to take the second half, starting this with Robbins, Avery Smith, Sydney Burton, Bailey Trainer, and Katie Honor. Meanwhile, Clarksville going back with Prissy, Lewis, Watts. And that's going to be Raggard, and no post player really right now. Again, White there with that second foul. I kind of like to see if we can get something inside, and then not really having a post for Avery Smith. Nice move, trims back, no good. Ends up in the hands of Trainer. Trainer tries to get it to Robbins. A little too much for her to handle. Ball out of bounds. Going to be Clarksville basketball. Again, with this lineup for Clarksville, I'd like to see the Musketeers just attack that inside, See if we can't get some easy looks inside. Clarksville back and forth between Lewis and Nash. Looks like we almost had a jump ball. Nash out top. She gets the ball in the middle of Watts. Watts kicks it out to Parisi. Parisi fires for three. No good. Rebound Sydney Burton. Burton off the run. She's looking to run. She finds Robbins on the wing. Robbins out to Honor. Good ball reversal. Trainer's going to drive. She's going to find Burton in the inside. Burton kind of getting swallowed there. It looks like they're going to get a jump ball there. I thought the official came in with a foul. They came out with a jump ball. Burton kind of got surrounded by three players. Clarksville, that's going to be Nash. Nash looks up the sideline. She gets it in the middle of the walk, down on the sideline to Lewis. Lewis is going to try to drive. She thought about a shot, gets it out to Parisi. Parisi into Nash, getting trapped there. Well, I think she got away with the travel. There we go. They did call that travel. A little bit late. She kind of stepped through. Addie Smith going to check in for the Musketeers. Again, 23-6. 6:54 to play in this second quarter. Addie Smith to bring it out. Clarksville in a man-to-man. Again, definitely like to see stuff getting to the basket, get the ball inside. I think we have an advantage there. Ball, Addie Smith, there's a Trainer. Trainer's going to drive. Gets over to Honor. Honor back to Avery Smith. Avery there, Trainer. Trainer's going to try to get to the rim. Nice. Turns the corner, gets to the rim. No good. Avery Smith, it's an offensive rebound. She's going to put that one back. She's going to go to the line for a three-point play. Good movement there. We were kind of settling for that side-to-side movement, and Trainer saw the opportunity to get into the lane. Had a chance at a little 8-footer. No good. And Avery Smith just, she gets after it about as good as anybody you can see. Getting to the offensive glass, getting a piece on it, getting her hands on everything. This one pays off. She's able to go back to the line. She's going to go to the line for a three-point play. And Avery does complete that three-point play. Lewis going down the sideline. I thought he called her out of bounds. They're going to get Trainer there for a foul on the sideline. Lewis gets the ball in. Again, there's Avery Smith playing that passing lane, not able to come up with it, but able to tip it out of bounds. That's one of those, she's about a half step away from a steal and a layup at the other end. Clarksville not being able to handle over the top of these traps very well. Gets the ball into Ragger. Ragger gets the ball inside. I guess that is White that checked back in. Even with two fouls, they got her back into the game. That ball's out of bounds. Clarksville going to look to press a little bit here. All of their defenders up. Tough for one. Addie Smith says clear out. Well, she's got it. She's going up against Lewis. Lewis able to set the ball out of bounds. Definitely am impressed with Lewis's defensive ability. She moves well. She tries to get a piece of it. Just definitely that kind of hounding defense that point guards never love to see. Addie Smith up top. She's going to get into the lane. She tries to get it to Burton. No good. Avery Smith going to get that out to Trainer. Trainer out to Honor. In the corner to Addie Smith. Gets the ball inside to Burton. Burton spins back. I think there's a block there by White. White got the first block. It ended up right in the hands of Avery Smith. Again, no surprise there. Avery's going to go up, and she's going to get fouled. She's going back to the line for two. There's where one of those things with Burton right there. When she saw that double team, I think she's got to do just a little better job of seeing who's open. So who came to double you? Somebody's got to be wide open, and for her teammate to recognize that as well. I do think it was Avery right there. Avery can just get to the other side of the lane and call for the ball, and then both of you got an easy assist. You're going to have an easy bucket there. Win-win there. Avery goes 1 of 2 from the line, hits that second one, sends this to a 21-point lead. Again, there's Addie Smith with yet another steal. She's going to end up setting some kind of record. I don't have those records in front of us, but she's going to set it. She seems like she gets her hand on about everything. She has to have 4 or 5 just in this first half so far. Looks like we got a wet spot on the floor. They're going to have to go clean that up. Eastern up 29-6, 5:33 to play here in the second quarter. Again, it's just been all Lady Musketeer basketball, which is good. We're doing some good things. Really being able to pressure the basketball pretty much everywhere, all over the court. Clarksville not just able to do anything about it. You kind of wonder what they had in the tank after a tough one last night there at Charlestown. Ended up being just a tough game, and I think Eastern kind of let it slip away there at the end. But come in and be refreshed with a 2-hour delay and all that stuff that goes with that. You've had 3 weird days of school, or not normal days. Eastern looking really strong right now. Ball gets in there, down there to Watts. Watts going to throw it away, and again, who with the steal? Addie Smith with yet another steal. Gets it to trainer Avery Smith. There to Honor. Honor's going to fire for 3, and that's good. Good unselfish play there. Addie Smith probably had an open 3, and she decided she's going to get it to Honor. Honor's going to knock it down. There's Nash up the sideline getting trapped there. Going to get it out to Lewis. Being trapped there by Honor and trainer. Lewis going to drive down the sideline. Avery Smith was there. I just don't like that call. She's going to drive down the sideline. Avery's right there. I don't know what else she can do. They're going to get Avery there for a blocking foul. She's standing there. She's in position, and the offensive player definitely makes the contact, and they're going to get Avery for a foul. So don't love the call, but that's what it is. That's going to be a steal there by Sydney Burton. They're trying to get the ball into White. Just a little too much for her to handle. Addie Smith there in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound White. White's going to get it in the middle. Ball deflected there. Steal there by Katie Honor. Gets it to Trainer. Trainer's going to drive. She's going to kick it to Avery Smith. Avery for 3. No good. Rebound Clarksville. Ball down there to Glover on the wing. And I think she just lost it. A little too hot on that pass, and ball's going to be out of bounds. Another turnover. There's Ashton Gohansberg going to check in. This might be one of those games where some of these subs can get a chance to get some minutes in and play a little bit, get some varsity action. Fighting for me. Addie Smith's going to get it to Sydney Burton, and they just fell asleep. Burton was just wide open underneath the basket. And Addie Smith just quick to realize she's right there. Extends this to 34-6. 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. They're going to get Nash for a travel there. Not even really trapped right there. I think she was just trying to make a pass fake. And when she looked up the court, she just drug that foot. They're going to get Nash for a travel to Eastern basketball. Addie Smith bringing it up. Gets the ball into Burton, kind of the same thing. They just were just standing there behind her. They at least were guarding her this time. They were right behind her. Burton's able to make a quick left hand, put it in. Clarksville able to break. Eastern kind of in that 1-2-2, not going quite as aggressive. There's yet another steal by Addie Smith. Addie's going to go all the way coast to coast. She's going to lay it in for 2, and she's going to get fouled. And I do not know. I'm going to have to look this one up, but I do not know what the record for steals in the game. But I think Addie Smith's there with 5 or 6 in this first half. She's just tearing it up. She plays the lane so well. She always just seems to be in the right space, and sometimes it looks like it's lucky, but that deflection, it just ends up right in her hand. And if it's not, it's her getting a deflection and putting it in someone else's hand. Just a very active defensive player. Great to watch. Addie does complete that 3-point play, and she's going to get a breather. Bailey Robbins going to check in. Marshall gets the ball into Glover. Glover's going to bring it up. Glover gets it over to Nash. Back out to Glover. Glover's trying to get the ball inside. Eastern kind of staying back in their zone a little bit. Back over to Nash. Nash gets it out to Watts. Watts out top to Glover. They're trying to get the ball into White, it looks like. That's going to be Watts. He's going to fire kind of an off-balance baseline jumper. No good. Eastern looking to run. Finds Robbins. Robbins to Honor in the corner. No good. Rebound Clarksville. Looks like Bronner pushed her in the back, but no call. Clarksville's going to bring it up. It's going to be Glover out top. Glover over to Nash. Almost going to come away with the steal. Robbins had it. Ended up in the hands of Prissy. Ball over to Nash. Going to get in the corner to Watts. Watts fires for three, and she's going to knock it down. Decent ball movement there by Clarksville. Robbins looking to push. Gets it to Ashton Johanningsmeyer. She finds Hunter on the backside. Nice look there by Ashton. Gets an easy look for Hunter. Great cut there by Katie Hunter. Good read. Good teamwork right there. The backside of the zone was open. Get an easy bucket. Clarksville gets the ball into White. White kind of muscles through. They're going to get her for a travel. White muscles through and has a shot at it. But then again, they're going to get a travel. Aversmith's going to go to the bench. So now we've got three sophomores, two freshmen in the game right now. This is kind of, a couple years down the road. This is the team going forward with Hunter, Robbins, Trainer, and then Johanningsmeyer and Bronner. Robbins, a nice little shake and bake move. Get the 15-footer, no good. Lewis is going to bring it up. Ball gets on the wing to Prissy. Prissy out top to Watts. Watts over to Lewis. Lewis gets back to Prissy. And Eastern kind of staying back in their zone just a little bit more. That's going to be a steal there by Bailey Robbins. She's going to go coast to coast and lay it in. Glover just couldn't handle that pass. It kind of came out of her hands and kind of just ended up right in Bailey's hands. Minute to play here, 43-9. Gets the ball inside to White for Clarksville. She makes a nice spin move, kind of slings it up. Wasn't the prettiest shot in the world, but it does go in. Good move there by White. 43-11. 32-point advantage by the Musketeers. Hunter over to Robbins. Robbins gets it on the wing to Trainer. Trainer was trying to look inside to Bronner. Robbins gets it into Bronner. Bronner makes a move, and that's going to be blocked there by White. Again, that's where Bronner's got to just be able to square up, and she's just off balance. And that 6-foot frame, she kind of loses all of that. Lewis is going to make a drive, and she's going to get fouled there by Robbins. That's one of those in that zone. They got to get the ball out to Lewis. She's going to try to split a gap. And on the zone, we absolutely can't let them split that gap. Robbins gets caught with her arm out. Lewis goes through her arm, and it's going to be a foul there on Bailey Robbins. Lewis' first free throw up is good. That's her first bucket of the game. First points of the game, sorry. 43-12, 37 seconds to play in this second quarter. Lewis' second free throw up, no good. Rebound, Katie Hunter. Robbins down the sideline, gets the ball into Bronner. Way to run there by Emma Bronner. Has a layup, no good. Offensive rebound there by Ashton Johanningsmeyer. She's going to put it in and get an easy two. Again, Bronner had a good look. She's just got to be able to gather herself. Clarksville gets the ball to Prissy in the corner. She's going to fire no good. Down to 14 seconds. Eastern with a 45-12 advantage. Robbins bringing it up. High ball screen there by Emma Bronner. Robbins going to get the ball. Nice little cut there. Good ball screen there. Robbins finds Bronner there in the low post. No good. Bronner wanted the contact. Didn't get the call. Clarksville makes a desperation heave there at the buzzer. That's all Eastern this half. It's 45-12. Favor of the Lady Musketeers. So we're going to cut to a quick commercial break, and we will be back with thoughts on the first half.
Mama Rosa's brings their famous pizza buffet to you on Fridays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for just $12.99. Choose from a wide variety of pizza, homemade soups, and a large salad bar with their favorite potato salad, slaw, and desserts. Then come back on Friday night for the homestyle buffet from 4:30 to 8 p.m. or 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sundays for $15. Children's buffet is only $7 each. It's where you'll find a variety of good home-cooked foods at Mama Rosa's. At Papa John's, we think about variety a lot, especially when it comes to a range of different flavors you can discover with our $9.99 large one-topping pizza deal. With an undefeated lineup of meat and vegetables to choose from and 3 different styles of handcrafted dough, you got to ask yourself, what's it going to be today? Pepperoni, grilled chicken, spinach, beans, New York, original crust? We ran the numbers and toppings made the pizza. Don't sleep on these options when a large one-topping pizza is only $9.99. Better ingredients, better pizza at Papa John's. Call Reese today at Salem Papa John's at 812-883-3369 or collect Papa Rewards by ordering for delivery or carryout at papajohns.com.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. Halftime of this game against the Clarksville Lady Generals. All Eastern, this whole game has been 45-12 so far. Eastern with a 33-point advantage. Some stats for this first half. You've got Lewis with 1, kind of their leading scorer, not been able to get anything going offensively. Watts with 5. Got Raggard with 2, White with 2, and Shirley with 2. They're trying to get the ball to White several times. Some of that was foul trouble, and some of that was she just not able to get anything going. Had a couple moves, got called for a travel on 1, but again, Clarksville was not able to get anything going. Whereas for the Musketeers, you got Trainer with 3, Burton with 6, Addie Smith with 11. Again, I don't have the number, but probably 5 or 6 steals in that first half. Just a fantastic first half for Addie Smith. Hunter knocks in 3 threes in that first half for a total of 11 points. Avery Smith gets to the line 3 different times, which is exactly what we like to see from her. Has 7. Bailey Robbins with 5, and then Ashton Johannesmeyer with 2. Both of these quarters, Eastern playing in the 20s, which is a little bit faster pace than what we normally get. I know that we've been playing in the 40s most of the year, and I think she's probably, our Coach Drury's probably most comfortable if we can get up in that upper 50s, 60s. So again, kind of the pace that we're looking for, the pace that Clarksville probably not looking for, but definitely to the advantage of the Lady Musketeers. Again, all Eastern this first half. I don't have the rebounding stat. I started doing that. I just can't do all this. I am doing this kind of solo tonight. Really been Eastern on the glass kind of everywhere, keeping Clarksville off of the offensive glass really pretty much the entire night. Eastern's, whether it's been the half-court trap or whether it's been the full-court press, Clarksville just trying to desperation throw over top of these traps and just created lots of avenues for turnovers and easy steals. And then to give credit, once we've gotten those steals, pretty much every girl there has been able to just go coast to coast, be able to get all the way to the rim, attack the rim. So a lot of positives here. Again, I don't have the number, but I would say that probably 70% of our baskets have been assisted baskets, which that's a good thing for us going into the tournament. You want to see teams sharing the basketball and girls creating shots for their teammates. And so many of our shots in this first half were definitely created by a teammate. Saw a fantastic pass there from Ashton Johannesmeyer there to Hunter there at the end. Addie Smith had a really unselfish play. Probably had an open 3, but Hunter had a slightly better 3. Saw a fantastic pass there to Burton from in the full court. Burton was kind of left open. Again, that's what you want to see moving into the tournament. Just seeing good team basketball is definitely something that we can continue to work on as we move into the final stretch of this season. Looking ahead, again, as we said, Eastern's going to go to Lanesville on Saturday. It's going to be a big contest. Not only is this a sectional opponent, Lanesville's just flat really good. A lot of big games this Saturday coming up. We've got Austin at Clarksville. Austin 16-1 versus Silver Creek 13-2. They're at the top of the conference. Both of those two. I think Gordon's number 1, Silver Creek's 2, and then Austin's number 3. These two teams are going to be ready to go on Saturday. It should be an exciting kind of big tournament event for the conference, kind of who ends up there at the top. Brownstown heading to Crawford this Saturday. Eastern's doing their fan of the game, right? And they gave the fan of the game tonight to Jasmine Granger. If you don't know anything about Jasmine, she's one of our female wrestlers. And Eastern's had female wrestlers before, but this is the first year of the female state tournament. And she was able to win 2 matches there in the sectional and advance to the regional. She did get beat in the regional, but just a freshman, definitely just a great kid that's come and figured something out she wants to do with passion and represent our school. So it's always great when we can recognize them in front of the home crowd. Again, back to Saturday, Eastern's going to be traveling to Lanesville. Lanesville 12-3. Eastern's going to be 9-8. Looks like tonight's going to be 10-8 going into that game. Really kind of making a sectional statement that we can compete with Lanesville, and this is going to be, in my opinion, two of the strongest teams in our sectional, and this may be the sectional championship type game and atmosphere. You don't know if Lanesville's going to overlook us at all. They've come off some pretty big games themselves. Are they going to overlook us because of who they've played and who they haven't played? I know that our girls are going to be hungry. They might be a little tired. 3 games in a week is always tough. But I'm sure that's going to be just a fantastic contest. Again, looking to other games on Saturday in the area, again, everybody's playing a lot of afternoon games. Some of those due to makeups. Cordon's heading to Madison. Both teams having fantastic seasons so far. Madison 11-3 and Cordon 14-3. You guys heard that game.
National champions, 22 conference championships, 3 on the way. Yes! 17 Big Ten players of the year. Throws up a shot. Again! 7 basketball Hall of Famers and countless memories on the court. Trace, what's it up? Oh, God! What a move! This is Indiana Hoosiers basketball.
Drew and Johnson Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance is committed to protecting your dream home so that your family has a place to share laughs, celebrations, and milestones, which is why their new homeowner discount rewards customers who have purchased a new home in the last 3 years with a discount on their homeowner's policy. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact Rodney Bruff, agent at Rodney S. Bruff Agency Incorporated at 812-277-1400 today.
Discount and savings amounts and eligibility will vary. Some restrictions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6,000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.
Do you wonder what it would be like to live without hip or knee pain? Joint replacement at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine makes it easier than you think. Schneck is proud to be one of the first in the region to offer Mako robotic arm-assisted joint replacement surgery. This latest advancement transforms the way joint replacements are performed. Mako allows your surgeon to provide you with a personalized surgical experience based on your specific diagnosis and anatomy. This means less soft tissue damage and greater bone preservation, less blood loss, less pain, fewer days in the hospital, and faster recovery. Taking a walk, riding a bike, and playing with your grandchildren. These are just a few of the simple joys in life. But for those with bone and joint pain, these simple joys are often too painful or unbearable to truly enjoy. With Mako robotic arm-assisted surgery at Schneck, you can get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at SchneckOrtho.com.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. The Lady Musketeers hosting the Lady Generals from Clarksville. Whole first half, really all Musketeers on top 45-12 as halftime kind of winds down. You have to imagine both teams just kind of what can we still learn? For Clarksville, how can they handle the pressure, whether it's half court, full court, whatever, how can they handle the pressure? They're looking to the tournament just like we are. How can they, the 2 weeks kind of left in the season, can they learn to develop and handle that pressure, make good passes, take good shots, all that kind of stuff? No doubt, Coach Carmichael was in the locker room telling that same thing. Hey, this is a process. As I said, just a very young team for the Generals. And looking down this list, 2 juniors, 2 seniors, and really the rest all freshmen and sophomores. Again, a lot of room for growth. And really, I think you see these girls playing hard. That's the first battle that you got to win as a coach is can you get your team to just play hard. And so they're playing hard. Undersized a little bit. But again, see, can they handle the basketball? Eastern's going to start back with their starting lineups. They get the ball into Burton right away. Burton's going to cash in from right there on the block. Eastern looks like they're going back to a man-to-man here, which we haven't seen a whole lot. Lewis is going to make the drive. Lewis going up against Addie Smith. They're going to get Addie for a foul there. Good attack there by Lewis. She's going to get. She's at lefty. She went hard to the left side. Addie Smith trying to go with her. Just kind of a half step behind her. I think it kind of surprised her that she was going to go. Addie Smith got caught up in a trap or caught up in a screen. Lewis's first free throw is good. Again, just her second point of the game. Has not made a field goal this game, which is a little surprising. Coming in as their leading scorer and not been able to kind of get anything going. Cashes in. She's 3 for 3 from the line. Addie Smith going to look up sideline. Avery Smith gets it to Honor. Back to Addie Smith. Gets it over to Bracy Jackson starting the second half. A little different lineup than what we started with. Avery Smith gets it out to Honor. Honor on the wing to Addie Smith. Addie's going to try to look to the center. She's going to put it up with her left hand. And she's going to get fouled. It looks like that's going to be White's third foul. Addie Smith just does a nice job of getting to the lane. Again, I think that time she was going to get contact no matter what. Although she was going up with her left hand, I do think she was going up strong, which is good for her. We've seen in the last few games where we kind of get to that last point of the drive and maybe not going up as strong as we like and kind of hoping for a call. But she was just going to make sure that contact happened. Addie Smith able to cash in both free throws. Again, the last two games, Addie doing a nice job there from the line. Lewis bringing the ball up. Again, Eastern in there man-to-man. Gets the ball over to Nash. And that's going to be Addie Smith almost with the steal. She plays the passing lane just perfect. The ball's going to be out of bounds. About a half step slow from getting another bucket. It's going to be Watts. Gets it into Lewis. Lewis going to drive. Gets the ball in the corner to Parisi. Back to Lewis. Lewis trying to get the ball inside to White. Drives left, gets into the lane. She's going to fire over top of Addie Smith. She's going to put that one in from about 8 foot. Tough shot there. Able to cash it in. Clarksville also guarding man-to-man. He should get the ball into Burton. Burton's going up against White. That's they're going to get White there for another foul. I think that's her fourth foul. Burton spinning back, going to her right. White did not like that call. I think they're going to have a sub there. I think Shirley's going to check in there for Clarksville. Burton going to go to the line for two. First one up is good. White's a little frustrated by that call. And again, she goes kind of swats him. So unless you get your hand right on that ball, you come down and hit any part of the shooter, they're going to get that one. Again, got to get their wall up and just get those hands up. Burton's second free throw is good. And Lewis is going to bring the ball up. Being guarded there by Addie Smith. Addie gets a deflection, and she's going to get a steal. She's going to get it over to Burton. Burton spins back. No good. Again, I wish that I had better statistics right now, but Addie Smith is doing a fantastic job in the passing lane. Ball lobs up, gets it to Burton. Burton kind of comes down. She kind of came down funny on top of Shirley, but Shirley kind of cut her legs out. Really nothing Shirley could have done there. Burton goes up to make that steal and kind of gets knocked to the ground. Lewis is going to check out of the game for the Generals. Robbins, Trainer, and Braun are going to check in for the Musketeers. 5:30 to play, 51-16. That does cut to that 35-point mark. So it does become a running clock the rest of the game, so this will be kind of a quicker second half at this point. There's not been a ton of whistles here anyway. Jackson on the wing. Bracy Jackson finds Avery Smith on the back cut. Avery, no good. That's one we got to finish there for Avery. Clarksville gets it up to Nash. Nash gets it into Shirley. Shirley to Parisi on the wing. For three, no good. Rebound Robbins. Robbins looks to push. Gets it up to Bronner. Nice pass there by Bailey Robbins. Again, just a good look. Nice job by Bronner getting out and running, getting out ahead of the pace, or ahead of the pack. Robbins able to find her in strides. She's going to go to the line for 2. It looks like the clock is going to stop on free throws and timeouts. Otherwise, it's going to kind of keep running. Bronner's first free throw up is good. She shoots with a tremendous amount of arch, and it banked off the glass, hit the rim, went back to the glass again, and then went back in. So, interesting free throw, but we'll definitely take it. Second one up is no good. Gracie Jackson almost had an offensive rebound there. Ball out of bounds, going to be Clarksville basketball. 4:40 to play in this third quarter. It's going to be Glover bringing the ball up. Gets it over to Nash. Nash drives down the right side. Loses it right to Trainer. Trainer's going to come away with the steal. Trainer's going to go ahead and go coast to coast. I think she was looking up the whole time to see if somebody was available. I think she was looking to pass, and nobody stepped over in front of her. And she said, I'm just going to go ahead and lay this one in. Right call there by Bailey Trainer. Watts bringing it up. Gets it to Shirley, top of the key. Being guarded by Bronner. Tries to throw it over to Nash, and just too much. Throws it over her head. Ball's out of bounds. It's going to be Eastern basketball. You can kind of see that Clarksville just getting frustrated here, getting a little sloppy. Nash and Johannesburg are going to check into the game. Gets the ball out to Gracie Jackson. Over to Trainer. Trainer to Robbins. Hands off to Trainer. There to Johannesmeyer. He's going to hand off to Robbins. Robbins going to fire for 3. No good. Rebound Clarksville. Clarksville runs into their own girl. That was a collision there by Nash and Glover. I think it's Glover ends up on the ground. Nash kind of coming out of that collision and takes an extra step. They're going to get Clarksville for a travel. Eastern gets the ball in to Bronner quickly. Didn't see exactly what happened. It looked like Nash just took the ball from her hands. Bronner kind of frustrated with that play. Nash bringing the ball up, being guarded by Gracie Jackson. Trying to get the ball in there to Shirley. Bronner almost had a steal. Shirley spins back. Jackson gets a piece of it. They're going to get Bronner there for a foul. Shirley makes a spin back to the lane with her left hand. She's going to get fouled there by Bronner. That's one thing I'd like to see Emma do just a little bit better job of just anticipating a little bit. Instead of trying to play the ball out of their hands, just get your hands up. You know, those long arms, that 6-foot frame. Just play that ball in the air as opposed to trying to play that ball right out of their hands. Shirley's first free throw up is good. But again, something that Emma can definitely work on. Just that height, she can definitely get a piece of that up in the air as opposed to right out of her hand. Shirley puts both of her free throws in, 54-18, 2.5 minutes to play. Robbins gets stripped there by Clarksville. Ball ends up in Nash's hands. Nash is going to bring it up. Again, it's one of those things, it's kind of silly, no reason for the silly turnover. Miscommunication there by Eastern. I think a couple of them were going man, a couple of them were going zone. Meanwhile, they tried to throw the ball to Glover and ended up throwing the ball out of bounds. Eastern never gets the ball into Robbins. Robbins bringing it up. Clarksville in a man-to-man. Hand off there to Trainer. Trainer there to Johannesmeyer. Ashton's going to get it back to Robbins. Robbins tries to turn the corner. Gets it. Nice pass there to Trainer. Trainer had a nice pass to Bronner. Neither one of them had to look for it. Ashton Johannesmeyer got the ball knocked out of her hand. Looked like she touched it, but they're going to say it's Eastern basketball. Number 13, Glover coming out for Clarksville, kind of limping a little bit. And hopefully she's okay. Ball inbound to Jackson, gets the ball into Bronner. High post. Robbins tried to make a cut and stop. One of those things that you always tell players, you never fake a back cut. You can fake lots of things. Don't fake a back cut. Lewis cuts the other way. No good. Rebound to Robbins. Robbins going to go coast to coast. And she's going to get fouled there on the other end. Bronner had the ball there at the high post. Robbins started to make a back cut. It probably would have not been a nice play had Bailey just kept going. And Bailey stopped, and Bronner had already got rid of it and ended up going right to Clarksville. That's one of those tough ones. You're going to make that back cut. You got to go. You got to go and make that play happen. Good recognition by Bronner, but got to make that play happen. Robbins' first free throw up, no good. 54-18, 1:33 to play here in this third quarter. Robbins' second free throw, no good. Rebound out to Shirley for the Generals. Lewis going to bring it up. Gets the ball there to Raggard. Raggard out to Shirley. Lewis is going to fire for three. No good. Rebound to Trainer. Trainer's going to try to run. Kind of 1-on-3. Wise decision to pull it out. Gets it out to Jackson. Jackson sees the three. She's going to fire. No good. Rebound Raggard. Lewis going to bring it up, being guarded there by Robbins. Gets it over to Nash. Back to Lewis. Just inside of a minute. Lewis going to drive left. Tough attempt there against Gracie Jackson. Gracie took the contact. In my mind, it's an offensive foul. They didn't call a foul, but she hit Gracie Jackson pretty hard. Ashton Johannesburg going to come away with that rebound. They are going to foul her on that rebound. She's going to go line for two. 41 seconds to play on the stoppage. 54-18. Lady Musketeer leads the Lady Generals. First free throw up is no good. I'll get to tell her when I get home. Just relax a little bit and put them in. Second one up. It is good. Clarksville gets the ball into Nash. Nash is going to bring it up. Being guarded there by Bracy Jackson. Trying to drive, gets down the baseline. She gets by Jackson. No good. Gets her own rebound. Throws it back up again. Tough-looking shot there by Nash, but she is going to convert. 20 seconds to play. Robbins out top. Coach is yelling, just play for one shot. Robbins being guarded there by Lewis. Lewis has kind of been hounding her quite a bit. We got almost a 5-second call there. Robbins gets by Lewis. Screen there by Johannesmeyer. High ball screen. Trainer's going to get in the lane. She's going to get blocked. Raggard comes away with it.
Land, build a new ball. You know your property line or flood line. When it comes to surveying your property, call someone you can trust with years of experience. That's McAllister Land Consulting. Call 812-274-0860. Providing fast, friendly service at reasonable rates. McAllister Land Consulting can provide a wide range of services, including residential and commercial certified land surveys, flood elevation certificates, and land usage consulting. Get to know your property. Call McAllister Land Consulting for a free quote today at 812-274-0860.
And we're back for this fourth quarter. Lady Musketeers hosting the Lady Generals. Eastern on top, 55-20. Remember, we do have a running clock, so just 8 minutes stands between us and another victory. Eastern looking to get their 10th win on the season. Should have this thing underway. 10th win, looking to the final stretch of 4 games against Lanesville, Scottsburg, Silver Creek, and Paoli. Definitely at this point, I'll make sure that we're kind of staying above that 500 mark. We've had some tough games this year, some really good basketball teams that we've had to play, and then we've let some slip away. So this is one to kind of keep us on that right side of 500. Right off the bat, they're going to get Clarksville for an over and back. Looks like she caught the ball on the front court and then stepped back right away. Trainer had checked in to start the game, and they're going to sub in for Allie Johannesmeyer. So Eastern going with Ivy Dixon, Allie Johannesmeyer, Bailey Robbins, Emma Bronner, and Ashton Johannesmeyer. Get the ball into Bronner, back out to Allie Johannesmeyer. Allie over to Robbins. Robbins being guarded by Lewis, over to Ivy Dixon. Robbins thought about a three, no. A lot of contact. Robbins drives into the middle. A lot of contact. Looks like they're going to get Lewis for that foul. That's going to be Addie Terrell and Sahara Short checking into the game for the Musketeers. This looks like this was the JV starting lineup in the game. Robbins going to check out. Allie inbounds the ball and throws it away. Just a lazy pass there by Allie. Wait till we get home. I'll talk about that one. Lewis brings the ball, gets it up to Nash. Nash in the corner there to Watts, being guarded by Ashton. Out to Shirley. Shirley being guarded by Sahara. Good back up there, trying to get the ball into Gabbard. Going to be a steal there by Addie Terrell. Allie Johannesburg bringing the ball up. Calls out a set. Gets the ball in the wing to Ashton. Ashton to Short. Back to Ashton. Ashton gets the ball into Dixon. It's a good look there, but Ivy couldn't handle it. Got to be a turnover. Clarksville basketball. Lewis going the other way. Lewis goes the other way, full court. Ashton holds her ground. Ball, she misses the shot. Ball ends up in the air. Ashton standing out of bounds. Ball ends up in her hand. Going to be out of bounds. Clarksville basketball. I will apologize if I call my own daughters Allie and Ashton. We do have two sets of twins, so I call Addie and Avery by their first name quite a bit, just because it's a little bit easier. So I apologize for any fans that are listening. Gabbard's going to try to fire there for three. Or, sorry, not Gabbard, Raggard. Sorry. She'll fire for three, and she's going to get fouled there by Ivy Dixon. So Raggard's going to go to the line for three. That's one of those, just a tough play. You know, Dixon was there. She had a shot. Just get her hands up in the test. You know, Raggard makes tough shots, makes a tough shot. Dixon's momentum kind of goes through her. Pretty easy call for the official there. Raggard misses her second one. 5:49 to play here in this fourth quarter. Lady Musketeers up 35. Raggard connects on the third one. Eastern inbound, gets it into Allie Johannesmeyer. Clarksville picking up full court. Gets the sideline to Dixon, over to the Short. Short over to Ashton. Ashton top of the key. Ashton kind of pulls it out and says, hey, come guard me. Clarksville not looking to guard kind of at all. A lot of contact there. Ashton makes a lot of contact there. Didn't like the contact. Watts comes after her. Probably an offensive foul there. Ends up back in Ashton's hand. She's going to go to the rim. She's going to looks like she got hit in the mouth. No call there on the rebound. Looks like she got poked in the eye there. Going to be out of bounds, Clarksville basketball. Officials let them play a little bit. Definitely like contact. Again, with when you're up 34, they're going to let a little bit of that go. Hopefully she's okay. Clarksville ball into Nash. Nash gets the ball into White. White turns around. She's going to lay it in for two. Good ball movement there by Clarksville. Again, I know even though this is our JV group, still got to be able to execute there. Addie Terrell out to Allie. Allie over to Dixon. Again, a lot of contact there by Clarksville. Dixon tries to split a trap right there. And kind of gets her legs taken out from her. It's going to be a foul on number 12, Watts. It's going to be her second foul. Again, it's one of those who probably would have let it go, but she ended up on the ground. Allie Johannesburg with a nice pass there to Dixon on that screener play. Dixon able to put it in, gets her first bucket. That may be her first bucket of the season. I'm not 100% certain on that. I think that is. 57-23. Good set play there by Clarksville. Gets Nash on the back door. She's going to put it in. 57-25, 32-point lead by Lady Musketeers. Allie brings it up, gets it to Terrell on the wing. Knocked out of bounds there by Nash. Going to be Eastern basketball on the sideline. Terrell to inbound. 3.5 minutes to play in this contest. Gets the ball into Allie. Allie's going to top of the key over to Terrell. Terrell out to Short. Short top of the key, being guarded there by Watts. Watts able to take it away from her. Watts going coast to coast. In that full court, Watts trying to attack jumps in front of her. They're going to get a block there. Looks like it's before the basket. Clarksville inbound, gets the ball into Nash. Nash being guarded by Sahara Short. Nash drives left. She's going to throw it up. No good. Rebound Short. It's going to be Short and Watts on the jump ball. Got to give Clarksville credit. I know that they struggle a little bit, but they're fighting right down to the end. They see this JV group and they're pressing right now. See this JV group and they still want to just compete and play. Easton gets it up to Dixon on the sideline. Dixon loses it. A lot of contact there between Dixon and Watts. Dixon hit Watts. Watts falls down. The ball's going to end up out of bounds. And probably one of those early in the game is probably going to be a call, but not a call at this point. Rangemeyer inbound, gets it into Bronner. Bronner over to Short. Short looks in, gets looking inside of Dixon. I guess it's taken away by Watts again. Watts been able to pick her pocket a couple times here. Watts being guarded by Addie Terrell, sorry. Gets into White. White being guarded by Bronner. I think they're going to get Addie Terrell there for a foul. This is where I imagine Coach Drury just saying, ladies, just play and quit hacking. There's no reason for it at this point. Just play straight up. Obviously we're not trying to give up baskets, but just play defense. There's no reason to go hammer shooters and any of that kind of stuff. Looks like number 12 there, Watts, had some blood. I don't know if it's on her. Looks like she must have cut her finger right there. Meanwhile, White goes to the free throw line. Her first free throw is good. .57-26, minute 43 to play. And her second free throw up is also good. Clarksville done a nice job from the line tonight. Eastern gets the ball into Bronner, over to Allie Johanningsmeyer. Gets it up on the sideline to Dixon. Knocked away there by Raggard. Knocks the ball out. Eastern 30-point lead. Coach Drury just saying be strong with the basketball. There's no reason to be so loosey-goosey. I know we're down to the end. Allie out top and picked away by Lewis. Lewis is able to pick her pocket. She's going to go to the rim for two. This is one of those, the Clarksville, they're going to keep fighting, but our JV girls, they've got to learn. You got to learn that you got to just keep playing. You got to keep playing. None of these girls are going to give anything to you. You got to toughen up and be ready to go. Short on the wing, trying to get the ball into Bronner. Bronner doesn't even try to make a move. I think she's got to just take that one to the house. Gets the ball to Allie on the wing, gets the ball into Bronner. Bronner's going to try to make a move. No good. Rebound Ivy Dixon. Rebound Allie Johanningsmeyer. Ivy has 3 chances at it. Again, they're just kind of throwing it at the rim as opposed to shooting it. It's going to be a Raggard for 3. No good. Rebound Bronner. 30 seconds to play. Allie's going to bring it up. Allie gets by Lewis. Lewis knocks us out of bounds. Lewis has had, maybe 6, 8, 10 of those this game where just playing good defense, able to get a hand on it and deflect it out of bounds. Ball gets into Bronner. Nice pass there to Sahara Short. Short's going to connect for 2. I don't know if that's a set play or just Bronner gets the ball in the corner. Short cuts the basket. Good little read right there. Lewis going to drive him down the sideline and absolutely runs over Addie Terrell. They are going to call Addie Terrell for that foul. 6 seconds to play. 59-29. Eastern on top. 30-point advantage right now. Clarksville going to inbound, gets it to White. Raggard's going to fire for 3 there to end the game. No good. Rebound there by Allie Johanningsmeyer. And that is going to be the ball game. Final score, 59-29 in favor of the Lady Musketeers. We're going to cut the commercial break, and we'll be right back with some thoughts on tonight's contest.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Hello and welcome to John Jones Auto Group, where we're ringing in the new year. Here at John Jones Auto Group, we're ready to help you achieve your New Year's resolution. New year, new you. New car. Tired of the troubles your old ride was giving you last year? Well, that was in the past. Make it a point to upgrade your vehicle and ride into the new year with something safe and dependable. We have one of the largest inventories in southern Indiana and several locations for you to shop from. Or you can see all of our vehicles online at johnjonesautogroup.com. Or give us a call today at 877-473-5546. Stop by and see us today in Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, or Corydon. And remember, you see so many because they paid so little.
And we're back here at Eastern High School. Lady Musketeers victorious over the Clarksville Generals. Some stats for the game. We'll talk just quickly, and then we'll turn it over back to WSOM. For the Generals, Lewis, their leading scorer, leads with 7. Watts with 5. Nash with 4. Raggard with 3. White with 6. And Shirley with 4. Nobody's just really able to handle this pressure and able to get anything going tonight for the Lady Generals. Kind of thought Lewis might be able to get going a little bit more. The second half, she kind of came alive a little bit, able to get to the free throw line a few times and make a few things happen. Meanwhile, for the Musketeers, Trainer ended up with 5, Burton with 10, Addie Smith with 13, leading the team, Honor with 11, Avery Smith with 7, Robbins with 5, Bronner with 1 there in that fourth quarter, Ashton Johannesmeyer with 3, Ivy Dixon with 2, and Sarah Short with 2. Really kind of all hands on deck tonight. I do want to give props to Addie Smith. I don't know her final total. I'll be curious to look at what that total ended up being. But, just had just so many steals tonight. Be able to get her hands on everything. Just plays anticipates those passes so well. And definitely a big key to success tonight. Again, looking ahead, Eastern will be back in action against Saturday against Lanesville. It's a 1:30 tip-off, or approximately 1:30 tip-off. Going in next week to Scottsburg and Silver Creek. Big week for them next week. Be excited to see how the draw turns out. Saturday's going to be a big contest for them. Meanwhile, the Generals, they turn around. They're going to play New Washington on Saturday. Again, a game they're going to be ready, hungry for a win to get back in the win column. As far as tonight, again, all-lady Musketeer basketball pretty much the whole way. The boys will be in action on Friday night. That is their homecoming. The boys are going up against North Harrison. And then Saturday, I think our boys will have Silver Creek. I stand corrected. That is not Silver Creek. They've got North Harrison on Friday night. And then Paoli. They're at Paoli on Saturday. My apologies. Friday is homecoming. You're going to come out and support the homecoming court. I know I will be here. I do think we'll have a Friday night's game on the air here on WSLM, and then we'll have Saturday afternoon's game on the WSLM. I don't know all the other programming going on, but it should be a great week of high school basketball as we finish up the girls' season the next couple weeks. Should be looking for an exciting tournament. Eastern looking at a chance to get a couple sectionals. I don't know that we've had a year where we've been able to win a volleyball sectional and a softball sectional and a basketball sectional. Maybe looking for the trifecta on that front. So looking forward to this week. Again, thanks for tuning in tonight. This is Lady Musketeer Basketball on WSOM.
What a weekend for Blue basketball. They're the all-time leader in Big Ten titles.